Good afternoon, girls. Children, we are completing the exercise today, that is 5.3, and we have to complete 19th and 20th question. As you can see the figure, there are 200 logs which are arranged in such a manner, that is in the following manner. The bottom one has the maximum number of logs. These are logs, right? These are logs, 3 logs. 20 logs in the bottom row, 19 and 18 and so on. Okay, so that means the number of logs at the bottom row are maximum and then the number of logs are decreasing. You have to find firstly how many rows are there in which these logs are arranged and what is the number of logs, what is the number of logs in the topmost row. Okay, so let's see with the solution 19th one. As you can see that n will be question mark because we don't know the number of rows which we have to find out. The sum of the logs means the total logs are how many? 200. Then we have 20 in the first. AP will be 20 in the first, 19 and 18 and 17 and so on. The value, first value A will be 20. Common difference will be 19 minus 20, which will be minus 1. So this is the first value A and this is the common difference. To find out the value for what? N, we have to apply the formula Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Therefore, Sn will be 200. N by 2 we don't know n. 2 into first value, that is a 40, plus n minus 1 into minus 1. Okay, into minus 1. So here I get 400 equals to n. 40 minus 1 into n will be minus n and minus 1 into minus 1 will be plus 1. So therefore I will get 400 is equal to n with 41 minus n. Okay. Now to form this equation I will get 400 41n minus n square. Now this will be a quadratic equation. So I will write n square minus 41n plus 400 equals to 0. Now to find the answer for n, we can use the formula as well as the splitting the middle term. So n square minus 25n minus 16n plus 400 equals to 0. These are the two factors. When we multiply them, we will get 400. So n with n minus 25 minus 16 with n minus 25 is equal to 0. So one factor is n minus 25 and one factor is n minus 16 is equal to 0. Children, you have done quadratic equation, so you will have no problem here. So n will be 25 either or n will be 16. So these are the two answers. Now for finding the number of rows, we have to find out which value of n will be true, whether it will be 25 or 16. So let's check that also. And then after getting the correct answer or the real answer for n, we will then find the number of logs in that row. Okay. So let's take the formula an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. An will be equal to, what is the value of a? 20 plus. First we take 25. So 25 minus 1 will be 24 minus 1 into minus 1. So an will be 20 minus 24, which is equal to minus 4. So definitely children, when you get the answer an as a negative, that is minus 4, you will say that the number of logs in the last row cannot be negative. So therefore n is equal to 25 is not the correct answer. Means it is not a real root or not the real value of n. Now if I take for the same formula, if now I take n is equal to 16, let's see whether the answer is positive or not. So an will be again a plus n minus 1d. And an will be equal to 20 plus 16 minus 1 will be 15, and 15 into minus 1 will be 20 minus 15. Yes, so therefore I will get an as 5. Okay, so we conclude that the value of 16, that is the value of n is equal to 16, is the real answer or the real root for the quadratic equation, and this value 25 will be neglected because the value of an is negative, which is not possible. So therefore our answer is, the answer is total number of what rows are how many? 16. And what are the total number of logs? Total number of logs are how many? 5. Now this is not possible with 25, so 25 is neglected. So I hope the question is clear to you, that first we are going to write whatever is given. We will form the series, find A and common difference, that is D, apply the formula, use the formula, then we get the quadratic equation. To find out the answer for n, we use either the formula, quadratic formula, and if it is easy for you to find the factors, then I think you should use this factorization method, that is a middle, splitting the middle term. Then you get two answers, 25 and 16. Whichever answer is giving you a real root or a positive answer for the number of logs, that will be the correct answer. So therefore over here n is equal to 16, and finally the answers are total number of rows 16 and total number of logs in that row is equal to how many? 5. This completes your question number, which one? 19th. Now children, as you can see that there is there's a girl which is running this race. Now this is a potato race. Now what is a potato race over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Some potatoes are placed on a straight track and they are separated by a distance of 3 meter. There is a bucket which is lying on the starting point, and the distance of this is how much? What is 5 meter? Now 5 meter from the first. See, the first potato is placed at a distance of 5 meter. Right? 1 minute. A bucket is placed at the starting point and which is 5 meter. Okay. No, not the potato. The bucket and the potato. This distance. The distance between, check this, from here to here, this distance is how much? 5 meter. Then it is 1 minute, let me check one. A bucket is placed at the starting from the first potato. Yes. So the distance from this first potato to the bucket is how much? 5 meter. And then at other potatoes, these potatoes are placed at a distance of how much? 3 meters. There are total 10 potatoes which are placed in a straight line, which is given in the question. Now what does a competitor do? How she is running the race? She runs the race starting from this point, that is from the bucket. She runs from here, goes to the first potato, that is which is placed here. She picks up this potato, goes back to the bucket, she puts the potato in the bucket, and then come back and pick up the second potato. Okay children, did you follow? So this is the pattern of the race. Coming from this side to this point where the first potato is lying, then goes back, she drops the potato in the bucket, then goes back to pick up the next potato, and so on. This is how the pattern of the race is actually to be followed. Now we have to find out firstly what is the total distance she is going to run to pick up all the, how many potatoes are there? 10 potatoes, right? So let's see what is given. You know that number of potatoes are 10. Yes. What is the distance she is running in the first one? S distance. Okay. Total distance which she is running, D is equal to 5 into, and she is running this distance twice. So it will be 2 into 5. Yes. That is 10 meter. Then the second distance will be 2 into 5 plus 3. Yes, children, why 5 plus 3? Because this distance she has to run. Okay, for the second potato, she has to run 3 meters more. Did you follow? And for the next, again 3 meter more. So what happens? Look here. N is equal to 10, number of potatoes. D1 is equal to 2 into 5. For the first potato, she runs 10 meters. Then 5 plus 3 for the second potato, and she is running this distance twice. So what is 5 plus 3? 8. 8 twos are 16 meter. Yes. Now what is D3? Check the diagram again. Starting from here, she will run 5 meter, then 3 and then 3. Okay, so 2 into 5 plus 2 into 3. Yes, that means 3 how many times? 2 times. So when I solve this, I get 2 into 5 plus 6. What is 5 plus 6? 11. 11 into 2, 22. So here I get 22. Now as you can see the series, I will get here 10, 16, 22 and so on. So therefore, what is the difference between the second term and the first term? It will be D will be A2 minus A1, which is equal to what? 6. Okay, 16 minus 10, 6. What is the first term? 10. Now we will now apply the formula. The total distance is given by, see, total distance is equal to, you know the formula, n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Sn we don't know. N by 2 means 2 by 10, 10 by 2. 2 into first value is 10, that is 20, plus 9 into, what is d? D is 6. Okay, so Sn is equal to 5 into 9 6 are 54. Okay, what is 20 plus 54? 74, which is equal to 74 into 5. 5 4s are 20, 5 7s are 35 and 7. So the total distance which has to be completed in this race is 370 meter. So I hope children this is clear to you, that the first distance, when you look at the figure you will understand. The first distance will be from bucket to the potato will be how much? 5 meter. Then for the second potato she has to run this 5 meter along with this 3 meter extra. So therefore it will be 5 plus 3. Then for the third potato she has to run 5 meters plus 3 meter and 3 meter. So instead of writing 3 plus 3, I can write 2 into 3. So this is how we write it down. Similarly this goes on, and therefore the series we get it as 10, 16, 22 and so on, and hence the common difference becomes 6. The first value is 10. Now we apply the formula for the total distance traveled, which is to be completed in the race. To pick up all the potatoes, it will be n by 2 and 2a plus n minus 1d. We substitute the values. The answer is 370 meter. So any competitor will have to run how many meters? 370 meters to complete the race. Now children, this completes your exercise 5.3. Now there are some questions here. This is an optional exercise, but I think you should solve this for your practice. Which term of the AP is its first negative term? Okay, so the questions which are given over here, some might be they are similar to the ones which you have already solved, and some may be little different. So what you do is you try this exercise, and tomorrow we will complete this. This chapter is almost completed. These questions, which are just 4-5 questions, are there. You go through them. If you have any doubt, you ask me, right? And let's see the examples. There are examples. Yes, you have to solve these examples also. And if you have any doubt, children, you can ask me. And just go through all these questions. If you have any doubt, you can discuss with me, or you can send your messages to me. I will sort out for you. And revise this chapter once again, means complete all the questions, learn all the formulae, and see that if there is any word problem, then go through that word problem carefully and then start with that particular solution. If you have any doubt, children, you can ask me. Okay, but see that you complete your work on time. Thank you. Have a nice day.